Hi, this is Butch Zemar, and this video is a little bit about the difference between group and private or individual insurance. Group market carriers are obviously in the group employer sponsor plans. They usually have a tendency to be benefit rich, and the employer is actually paying a majority of the cost. A lot of employees don't realize this, and they think when they see COBRA, it's just some other program out there that's trying to rip them off or whatever the case might be. But it's actually the true cost of health insurance that the health insurance plan you have. Plus or minus some administration fees they put on there. But of course, that COBRA relief that was passed earlier this year in 2009 allows the employee to pay only 35% of the benefit, deferring the rest of the cost, which gave a huge financial relief. And it's actually a good idea for people that are in between jobs. Most people aren't holding jobs as long as they used to. But that just gets to why individual or private insurance is even more valuable, because there was a time years ago that people would be able to go work for a job, get benefits, retirement plan, and never have to worry about a thing the rest of their life. They just have to worry about making it through those years to the golden years to retire and enjoy the rest of their lives. Today, sometimes you don't even know if the company's going to go bust, whether or not they're going to let you go. They hire too many staff, they're downsizing, whatever the case might be, and all of a sudden you're in a health plan. Let's just say you had a health condition. There's many of you out there that are trying to retire early but can't because you're holding on to a job just because of health insurance. Well, private insurance, if you bought private insurance from the beginning, you wouldn't have this problem. They can't single you out for a rate increase. They can't cancel your policy because you're using the policy. I know there's some organizations out there that try to mislead people and believing that you could be canceled because you are abusing your policy or increase your premiums based on your usage of the policy. Now, there are some times that all of a sudden you got diagnosed and all of a sudden there's an increase that comes around the corner, but it's not directly related to the usage of the policy. There's a whole bunch of other factors that come into play, that such as rate bands, age bands rather, geographic region bands. There's increases in certain areas based on usage in certain areas. So you can't pinpoint whether it was from the health condition or not, because there's so many other factors, and it's illegal for them to actually single people out. So so private insurance, they can't cancel, you can't increase your premiums based on your usage, and it's a lot more portable and permanent policy, because if you lose your job because you're too sick or hurt to go to work, eventually your health insurance is going to run out, because they're going to cut you loose. They may offer you COBRA. You pay for COBRA until you can't afford it anymore, or you expire it, and now what? What do you do? And some people just don't know, and they give up, and now they're vulnerable. They're filing bankruptcy because of their medical bills. Over 50% of the bankruptcies out there are due to medical bills. So it just keeps adding up. Whereas if you bought your own private insurance, initially it's actually cheaper in the long run, less expensive, even to the employer. There's ways you could do it for an employer-employee sponsorship, but it keeps premiums a lot more stable. They're half the cost for reasonable benefits, are roughly anywhere from 40 to 60% less, and you got permanent coverage, because as long as you make your payments on time and you're not producing any type of fraud, they have to keep your policy in place. So it's a lot more portable. It gives you a better bang for the buck. You move from job to job, not worried about your health insurance. It stays a lot more stable, because even on small business scale, everybody shares the risk. Somebody has a heart attack, the whole group pays for a heart attack. If somebody gets diagnosed with hypertension, the whole entire group pays for it. So the unhealthy underpay their portion of the premiums, and the healthy overpay their portion of the premiums, because it's a balancing act. So, but if you go get your own policy, you won't have that, and you have a lot more portability and permanent insurance, so that way you don't have to worry about it. And then on the business side, if a business owner want to do it, there's programs you could set up to make sure it's legal. You bonus your employees' money and still get a write-off, and it's not taxable income. But that's a totally different topic. But my point here is you could actually keep control of your own health insurance, purchase the benefits you choose to want, versus going to an employer and just get whatever's left over, whatever they want to give you based on the cost that the employer decided to do. And now you have a lot more control of your health insurance. You could go anywhere in the United States, move to any job you want to go, and keep the health insurance because it's affordable. So my take on it is a group can leave people vulnerable because of the situation we're running in now. People aren't holding on to jobs long enough, or at all. And, it could be every couple of years just switching jobs. But so now you can actually have an alternative way to control your health insurance.